Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is gonna do Bleach chapter 497 review. Now, this chapter of Bleach, very good. Very good chapter of Bleach. Tite Kubo is eating his Wheaties once again. No, better yet, Tite Kubo is eating his honey bunches of oats, straight up fiber. Tite Kubo is doing good shit right now. It's the last arc of Bleach, and he decided, you know what? No more fucking around. We're gonna come in here, make these Star Knights beastly, make them such a huge threat where society is gonna fall to ruin. And this is, it's seriously, dude. Star Knights for the motherfucking win. All day, every day. 24/7, 365. Star Knights for the motherfucking win. Alright? Now, their standing in this arc right now is superb. And I'll explain later on in this chapter review. So, that being said, let's get started. Now, when it comes to this chapter, the beginning is the captains getting their Bankai stolen. And Hitsugaya trying to talk to Hyorimaru. But Hyorimaru does not respond. Now, what this could imply is, I remember last week when I asked the question, is there a big difference between stealing and stealing the Bankais? And people assumed that stealing the Bankai could also imply that the Quincy could use, or the Star Knights could use the Bankais against the Shinigami. That is something that we may see later on. As of right now, I'm not too sure. I don't see it happening, but if that isn't the case, then that's, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, we see Hyorimaru, we don't see Hyorimaru, because Hitsugaya is commanding Hyorimaru to come out, or he's trying to talk to Hyorimaru, and Hyorimaru is not getting a response. Now, what this could imply is that the emblem that they have is actually able to steal the essence of the Zanpakuto in full. Meaning both Bankai and Shikai. Because you have to take note that if, in fact, the Shikai remained, then Hyorimaru should be able to talk to Hitsugaya, but he'd be weakened because his essence was somewhat stolen because of his Bankai being taken. However, Hyorimaru did not respond at all. So this could imply that the full essence of the Zanpakuto was taken. Now, the only flaw to this theory is that if that's the case, then the Zanpakuto itself should disappear. I could be wrong, I could be right. But as of right now, that's what I'm thinking. Now, later on in the chapter, we see that Hitsugaya informs Matsumoto informs the other captains, and they get word of them stealing the Bankai. They all head out, even Genryusai heads out, and then there's one scene before that where we see Mairi, and he's really pissed off because Mairi himself was studying the aspect of the Star Knight stealing Bankai. But since he was not given enough time, then, basically what he's trying to say here is that Hitsugaya, Byakuya, Komamoru, Shoifon, and so on and so forth, they could have kept their Bankais had they had waited for information from Mairi. So, that sucks for them, but, it's too late now. And then there's a scene, and then there's the miniature fight scene between Kyoraku and the older Quincy. And this was good. Why? Because Kyoraku is hinted to be one of the strongest members of the 13 Court Guard squad, and he got his ass wrecked. I was like, whoa, straight up. Because this older Quincy didn't fuck around. What happened was Kyoraku is talking about Mairi, how Mairi can normally figure out stuff in like less than a day. But the older guy, he doesn't care. The older Star Knight goes to the offense. He starts to attack Kyoraku with a pistol, which, by the way, I found kind of a little too repetitive because we've seen Kyoraku fight against Stark, and Stark used guns. So seeing another gun user fight against Kyoraku is kind of like, really, again? So, but whatever, I'll take it. And basically what happened here was kind of cool, because he shoots at Kyoraku, he dodges, gets his hat blown off, Kyoraku swings. Then the older Quincy says something, it appears to be a combination of movement and complete holy form activation. And what happened was he appears behind Kyoraku in a miniature complete holy form, unless in fact that is his full-blown complete holy form, because the wings do seem kind of small, whatever. And he shoots Kyoraku's eye in. I was like, what? He shot Kyoraku's eye in. That's some impressive shit, especially coming from one of the older members of the Royal Court Guard. I mean, of the 13 Court Guard squad. So that was impressive stuff. So again, Star Knights for the motherfucking win, straight up. Now, what I do want to say is that the thing here is that it appears to be that the complete holy form is the same for every Quincy / Star Knight, though I'm not too sure if this Star Knight's complete holy form is actually full-on complete. We'll find out later on. But the thing is that you have to take note that Kirge is not a Star Knight. Kirge is like an enforcer of some kind. Like, he runs the scrubs. Yeah, straight up. Like, Kirge runs the scrubs. He's not a Star Knight. At least I don't think so. So, I'm not too sure if this complete holy form is full-blown complete. Because Kirge, when we saw his shit, he transformed. His wings were huge. So, I mean, we'll find out later on. So, and then later on in the chapter, there's a little scene of, there's a little scene of Buckbeard, and he's talking about, he's talking to the second in command guy. The second in command guy basically obliterated fake Aizen. Yeah, fake Aizen. And he's talking to Buckbeard, and Buckbeard explains that if you want to spare this squad, since this squad has lost the will to fight, then by all means go ahead. All right, which I found kind of weird. Well, not weird, but I didn't expect that coming from Buckbeard, because Buckbeard seems to be ruthless and emotionless and so on and so forth. But that's cool too. And then at the end of the chapter, we see that one guy, I believe he's the 3rd seat of the 12th division. He wants to send in help, and he wants to contact Kurosaki Ichigo, who is right now fighting against Kirge. So this may, because we all know that they are in deep shit right now in society. They're in deep shit. So this may cause the shift over next week to Hueco Mundo, maybe. But as of right now, society is getting access rocked by the Star Knights, and that right there is the end of the chapter. Now, that being said, let me explain as to why. Let me explain as to why the Star Knight standing in this arc is so damn good. The Star Knights right now are invading Soul Society, and they are obliterating Soul Society. They killed 1,000 dudes in like the first minute or something like that. So we see here that the captains have their Bankai stolen if they use their Bankais, and the Star Knights, from an overall combat standpoint and from a technological aspect, are better than the Shinigami. This will bring the downfall of Soul Society, unless Yamamoto can, pull out a win out of his ass. I highly doubt that, because Buckbeard is right there. And Buckbeard is the most powerful Star Knight / leader of the entire Quincy army, and he rapes. We all know he rapes, so I'm just saying. Now, the thing here is that if, in fact, Soul Society is on the verge of ruin, this may force the Royal Court Guard Squad's hand, and they may be sent down to help the situation. Thus, the Royal Court Guard Squad may come in to save the day. We may see members of the Royal Court Guard Squad sooner rather than later. And then this may force the Buckbeard to free Aizen from prison, which would be sick. So that's what I'm thinking, alright? That's how these Star Knights are so important, because they could lead to the freeing of Aizen and the appearance of the Royal Court Guard Squad. So I'm just saying, alright? That being said, this is the King of Lightning. Give me your thoughts on this chapter, and I'll see you guys later. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Facebook fan page down below. Peace. Signing off.